Hello everyone, welcome to Unfiltered Opinions, an initiative by Unacademy. My name is Hafsa Malik and I cleared the NET exam in psychology in 2018. And I'm going to answer some of your questions today, lots of questions which you've sent in about the preparation, and I'm hoping that my tips or my answers will help you prepare better. Okay, they definitely will. Let's get started. Question 1. How can one develop a common study plan for all of these exams? So I suppose you're asking about all of your government exams. The first thing I would suggest doing is looking at the syllabus or the syllabi of all of these exams. What I have found, at least with UPSC, and with NET, the first part of the syllabus and the 10 units of NET are absolutely almost the same. All right, so this is where you will find similarities not only between NET and UPSC psychology, you will also find commonalities between NET and your assistant professor exams, also from your master's syllabus. So always check the syllabus, look for common topics, don't prepare something twice, thrice, four times, make a common schedule and then just add topics that are additional. I would find that to be most effective. Question 2. What is the ideal preparation time required? There are some terms and conditions to this. Let's talk about those first. If you are a student who's willing to give 10 to 12 hours a day and you have a background in psychology, let's say a master's degree and undergrad, then 3 to 4 months is absolutely perfect. 10 to 12 hours a day. Remember, guys, okay, along with paper 1 as well. And then if you don't have a background in psychology, you have a master's from IGNOU, or you're just starting off your preparation, at least 6 months, 6 to 12 months, depending on how much of a quick learner you are. Next question is, how much time should I invest daily on studies? I would say as much time as you can. Okay, there is no too much studying, honestly, but definitely with distributed practice, that means take breaks in between. Don't think you can sit down and study for 4 to 6 hours at a stretch. Do not do that, but distribute learning and practice and balance between paper 1 and paper 2 throughout the day. So as much time as you can give, with having 7 to 8 hours to sleep and taking care of your health. Okay, most important. All right, next question is, should I give equal weightage to all sections? Now, when you talk about psychology particularly, there are some units which are a little more important than others, so spend more time there. Units like research studies, like testing, like biological basis of behavior, and all of cognitive psychology, which is unit 5 and unit 6. Definitely more time, but that does not mean that you leave out units like unit 1 and unit 10. A lot of students, I probably know what you're going to say right now. Okay, so don't leave out anything, but distribute time proportionally depending on the importance. Don't simply keep 10 days or 20 days for every unit. All right. Okay, next question is, what was your favorite section? For me, the research section was most interesting and exciting, because before I studied for NET, I did not know the art of research. It was for NET that I studied, and I was very, very excited. It was something new, doing math in psychology, definitely my favorite. Then what do we have here? Do I have to read newspapers daily? If you are interested in cracking multiple exams at the same time, let's say you're also studying for UPSC and NET, good thing to do. Okay, that is when you would require reading newspapers daily. For NET itself, not really. You can have one little GK book for the year, a yearbook, Lucents, or whatever you like, to study or to catch up on your current affairs. You do not need anything else. All right, how important are mock tests? Very, very, very important. Okay, without practice, it is impossible to clear an exam like NET or any other entrance exam. Knowing theory and being able to apply theory within a stipulated time in a certain fashion, very subjective questions by examiners a lot of times. So you definitely need practice. Don't practice, very difficult to clear. All right, what do we have next? How do I find a balance between speed with accuracy? This happens with practice. So I suggest this method of, analyzing yourself. So when you are a beginner, your focus should be on theory. So the understanding improves, and then in the second phase of your learning, ideally after a month and a half into your preparation, all of your focus should be, or most of your focus, 70%, should be on practice and remediation. That is the only way accuracy and speed will improve. Simulated practice, that means just like you do it in your net exam, an hour, 2 hours weekly, sit down, all you do is questions. Okay, and then remediation, don't forget remediation. What do we have next? What should be the exam day strategy? Like I told you earlier, it connects with the earlier question. I feel if you have done a lot of simulated practice, matlab, psychology exam mostly on the first or the second day, mostly 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. or 9:30 to 12:30. So every day following up to your exam, the last 10 days, the last 1 week, every day wake up early, revise a little, and then 9 to 12 do simulated practice. That is the best thing, so that on the exam day you sleep well, you eat well, you relax, you wake up, and you go to your exam. Do not try to stay up all night the night before and study. This is not that kind of an exam. All right, next question is top 3 myths about UGC NTA NET exam. That you can leave out units, that it's you can't do it. Okay, you have to, it's only if you give your life and soul away. No, it's definitely doable. I think it's a myth when somebody says, oh, research cannot be done. No, it's not like that. And also this thing of I will do 7 units and get 70%, it does not go like that. Another myth which I see a lot of students talk about is getting a perfect score or aiming for a 100 on 100. I feel like that is very misleading. You should aim for 100th percentile, but not 100 on 100, which can actually demotivate you. Okay, so it's very, very common and very expected that you get a good score, or what do I say, 6 sigma, 99 point accuracy, but don't aim for 100. Then what else do we have? Online coaching or classroom coaching? Honestly, I would say whatever you're comfortable with. But if you ask me as a student, I would definitely prefer online learning. The great thing about these sessions is that they're recorded. I can watch them again and again. I don't have to spend time traveling. I think that is the biggest time saver. And also that I can take control of my preparation. I can watch the class and then take a test, and then basically self-paced learning. I have control. So I personally would suggest online learning, especially with COVID, keeping COVID in the picture. Then what is the next question? What is the most memorable moment from the preparation time? I really enjoyed spending my whole day studying, challenging myself, seeing if I could follow my routine. And then at the end of the week, I would practice. And the most rewarding feeling would be that, oh, I studied this. Oh, I know this. Oh, I understand this. And those moments as a student, I really, really still miss. Okay. What is the right way of making notes? I will say 3 things: short, crisp, precise. Okay, what does that mean? That means every theory needs to be summarized. Mind maps need to be created, flowcharts need to be created. We should not be writing pages and pages and pages, or copying from somewhere. Notes should always be from our understanding, after reading, after attending a class. That means that all of my 10 units should be compiled in one notebook. It should not be notebooks and notebooks and notebooks. Nobody is going to have the time to revise from 5 different notebooks. Okay, all right. And organize well. Don't write somewhere today and then somewhere else tomorrow. Specific chapters, serially organized, neat. Okay, next question is, can limited resources with right planning, guidance, and strategy be sufficient for preparation? Definitely, I would not say, if you say 1 or 2 books, no, but around a few books, 4 to 5 books with the right kind of strategy, with focus, with clarity in concepts, definitely you can aim for it, right? So you have to work hard a little first, and then you can work smart here. Definitely doable. All right. How do I know if NTA UGC NET exam is my cup of tea or not? So the NTA UGC NET exam, once you clear it, allows or enables you to apply for assistant professorship. Now, if you think teaching is your thing, if you've ever enjoyed learning, if you've ever enjoyed explaining something to a friend, and if you're also looking to do a PhD, if you are looking to pursue a career in, research, all of those, would love to sit down and discuss the opportunities with you, but lots of opportunities that will be brought about by the NET exam. And like I said earlier in the myth as well, who can do it? Any psychology student for the psychology exam can do it. Okay, definitely. So you will have to check a few checklists, but mostly should be, if you are interested in research or teaching, should be your cup of tea. What do we have next? What were the doubts in your mind when you started preparing? All I kept thinking about, before preparing was, should I do it? Should I do it? What if I don't get through? And when I got really immersed in preparation, that's what I stopped thinking about. I think, I thinking that, oh, what if I don't? What if I don't get through? That was my biggest fear. And I was able to get over the doubt because I enjoyed the preparation. That is all I will say. Or what if it doesn't get me the job I want? But it definitely does. Okay, so shouldn't be a problem there. How to decode the syllabus? Like I've said, organize, categorize, look at the weightages. How do you decode? You look at the previous year question papers. Look at what weightage each of the questions or each of the units actually has. Look at your syllabus paper, look at where topics match, align, and see how much of a weightage is there in the last 2 years papers. Okay, starting from 2019. And then you will understand exactly how much time you're supposed to give to each unit accordingly. And then last question, how to be consistent when there are a lot of distractions around. There are always going to be distractions around. The thing is, I find with, consistency, see, you have to understand what I suggest, or what I did was align my short term, or try to align my short term goals with my long term goals. So each day I would wake up and ask myself, do I still want what I want? I wanted to become a, assistant professor, teacher, really wanted to teach psychology. So every day I would ask myself, do I really want it? If I want it, then I know what I have to do because I've made my schedule. And if I don't want it, that is the only way I will not follow the schedule. So definitely have a little bit of an organized plan, which will motivate you. Have study buddies who will also keep you accountable if that's what you prefer. And otherwise, always remember why you're doing this. Last thing that I will say to you is, remember that nothing worth having comes easy. Therefore, a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication is what is going to help you. Therefore, stay consistent. Okay, all right, makes it easy. Hopefully, I had a lot of fun answering these questions. I hope I was able to answer them well, and I hope that this really helps out in your preparation. Thank you so much.